Good morning. The sun's coming out. We're harvesting. Farmer Joe's already in game. Interesting. You can see my flashlight. Don't remember that being there before. Hey Dylan and Mr. Farming Man. Where's our combine? I might as well just tab to it. There we go. I think that's what we're doing, right? Let's make sure. Field 19 is, yep, seated. What's going on in this little corner here? I didn't sign anything up on Steam Labs, but it looks intriguing, yeah. We'll have to take the time to actually set that up. Give it a try, see if anyone actually donates a buck or two. And of course, the other thing I think we can maybe make a little bit of money off of is if I finish designing that t-shirt idea and see if people buy a t-shirt. I know I'm going to buy a couple of t-shirts. Probably give them out to some people. Don't know if I'll bother with a giveaway because that doesn't seem to be working. Physical giveaways. Which game are you interested in right now, Dylan? I know there's a couple on my wish list right now, and they're on sale, and I'm like, but I'm broke right now. I don't have money to buy the games on sale. When I have money, they won't be on sale. We went on a 1-week vacation, and during that vacation I broke the quad, and that got very expensive and went through any of our excess spending cash. Stoneworks Build and Rescue. Don't know if I know that. Store. Why is the store taking so long to load? Storm. All of a sudden I'm hot. Whoa, that is loud. That is so loud. Sorry, that was very loud. of course I'll get a copyright strike for that, am I? Blowing out your ears. So it's basically a water rescue, snow rescue, a variety of rescue, emergency events, early access game. $22.79. Cool. Very cool. Oh yeah, we're playing games. Right, right. What's my price compared to yours? Yeah, I assume that with the title that you build your own, probably rescue vehicles, and probably your own landscapes, your own train tracks, your own ships out at sea type of thing, I'm guessing. €16.79. Actually, I have interesting thought. $16.79. $25.10. And what did I say the game was? 22. So my game is actually cheaper than yours. The game's actually cheaper for me than you. That's what I was interested in. I'm like, wonder what the price difference is. So it's actually $3 cheaper for me than for you. Yeah, Dylan, that's what I did. I went €16.79 to Canadian dollars. And the game is $3 cheaper for me in Canadian dollars. Would I get it? I don't know. I'd have to do a little more research, but it looked like a good game. Looked like a good game. I'd have to see some gameplay. I'd have to YouTube it and see someone playing it. I usually do that before buying any game. I don't rely on the game's advertising for the game. I go to YouTube, see other people playing the game, and then I decide if I want to buy the game or not. Bacon's a little burnt? Ooh, I like burnt bacon. I like burnt bacon. Hey Dylan, so you're saying instead of doing a gift card giveaway, I should do a game giveaway? Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Tried it. Doesn't work. Because the game is $3 cheaper for me, it will not allow me to gift you the game. It'll allow me to gift a game to my neighbor, to my friends over here that are going to pay the same price for the game. But as soon as there's a price difference in the game, it will not allow me to gift the game. Trust me, I have tried. So you have to do gift cards. At least gift cards work. It took me a long time to figure that out, that somehow I could do a giveaway that would work across the whole world. Silly Steam. Silly, silly Steam. This is such good bacon. Yummy, 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 yummy. I'm glad you burnt it. Just slightly burnt. It's just so good, so crunchy. It's amazing. see that you're riding your horses. So the first map we had, you had sheep. In this map you got horses. What will your next map be? Horses again? Horses and cows? I was looking at my analytics. Last 28 days I had 11 subscribers, so it'll take, at that rate, it would take how many months to get to 400? 6 months? 7 months? 6 or 7 months from now will be into my next giveaway. Unless more people subscribe. Drive the comment like you're late for mass. You mean slow down? Full throttle. So if you want a giveaway sooner, tell your friends I'm eating too much bacon and donuts. Tell your friends to subscribe if they enjoy these videos as well. The sooner we have more subscribers, the sooner there'll be a giveaway. Join Erie Agri-Haulage. Erie. As in Lake Erie? No. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, crop destruction. Crop destruction. It's in Irish. Airy Agra haulage. Well, darn it, I'm muted. I'm muted. I'm muted, darn it. How did I mute myself? Okay, so, uh, okay, go lucky, sorry. I was talking to you. You just didn't hear me because I was muted. Uh, and, Dylan, how do I talk to, Farmer Joe? I use my, mouth and, ears. Farmer Joe is, a whole 2 feet away from me on a second computer. She says 3 feet, my 2 feet are off. So 3 feet, 3 feet. Get out a measuring tape. Go lucky, I'm doing pretty darn good. I had a fun experience at the grocery store yesterday. I actually despise going grocery shopping. I usually let Farmer Joe go by herself. I'm just not a fan. I don't enjoy the experience. I worked in retail for 13 years. I was assistant manager. You know, hiring and firing people. Big box. Big grocery store. So anyway, we went shopping. We only got like 12 items. Just a small little shopping trip. Only 2 tills were open. And both tills only had 1 person in the line. No biggie. Went up to 1 line. And this lady just goes, "Hey, you mind if I cut in front of you?" And just proceeds to cut in front of us and put her stuff on the counter before I had a chance to say anything, and turns around, big smile, and goes, "You mind?" And I just go, "Yes. Yes, I do mind." If she had asked, "Hey, you mind if I cut in front of you? I only have 2 items," and then stayed behind me and waited for my response, I would have said. I probably would have said. I don't know what I would have said. But I probably would have let, no problem. I'm not in a rush. Not a big deal. But the fact that you just went and assumed I'm okay with you cutting in front of me and then proceed to do it, I just go, "Yeah, I do mind." She kind of looks at me, goes, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, I mind. I definitely mind." Turns around and starts walking away to the other till. And she goes, typical Canadians. And I kept walking to the other till, and then she comes back and goes, "Typical Canadians," like making sure I heard. And I just turn around and go, "I'm not Canadian." I am Canadian, but I wasn't born here. Wasn't born here. So, it's true enough. She goes, "I'm American. Don't be so rude." I turn around and go, "Americans can go F themselves." And the cashier's looking at me and looking at it's like, "Whoa, this guy is losing it." I have no problem with Americans. I had a problem with that particular American. Farmer Joe's an American. I'm married to an American. She did not appreciate me telling her to F herself. Said that had to be more polite. I was gonna tell her I was from Belize, but she wouldn't know where the F that was because she's so uneducated. I don't know, just be a little more patient. Be polite. I guess she told me to be polite, but if she hadn't just assumed I would say, "Yeah, go ahead, cut in front of me," I would have let her cut in front of me. But just go and cut right in front of me without letting me to respond? No, I don't think so. I enjoyed shopping. If I got to tell someone to F off every time I went shopping, I might go shopping more often. And I'm not a person that swears a lot. And there was self checkouts open for if you need to be quick, 2 items. And there wasn't a long lineup. The other line had one person in it as well. And she mentioned that the other person's got lots of groceries. I'm like, so? There's one person. Learn a little patience. So I quite enjoyed that. Quite enjoyed that. She did not. She did not enjoy that. And she kept gawking and staring, and I was just smiling, and she kept muttering. I couldn't hear what she was muttering, but she was a little cray-cray. Hopefully I'm still not muted. I don't know what I'm planting. You don't use self-checkout because they always break on you? Yeah, self-checkout can be a little tricky. Especially if they're not designed very well. We use them every once in a while. If we have very few items and there's long lineups. But if they're short lineups, we'll always use the actual teller. I enjoy confrontation when the other person is so very wrong, it's humorous. I also enjoy when I get spam mail or spam messages because I respond. I enjoy confrontation with stupid people. It just makes my day. Not to give people what they feel they are owed because they're so self-righteous. What time is it? Well, for you, Dylan, it's probably, I'll go with 10 p.m. For me, it is 9 a.m. Wow, yeah, crop destruction. Yeah, 25 past 5. I was way off. I was like 5 hours off. Yeah, it's 9:25. Is my clock off? Is my clock wrong on the wall? Oh no, it's oh, it's 9:18 here. 9:18 here. I forgot my timer went off. My laundry is going downstairs. Let's can I jump on top of the roof here? Yes. You should be able to see Farmer Joe go by there every now and then as she's farming. I'll be right back, guys. You think the worst max is McDonald's? I don't know what max means, but worst customer service. I'm thinking we're going there. I see you running over your own cedar there. Be right back, guys. Okay. What's that? Don't forget the timer. Right, I'm back. Let's start up our timer. Should be done in an hour from now. Okay, timer went at an hour, 1 minute somehow, but whatever. So the customers are the worst at McDonald's because they keep cutting in line because they're assuming you're reading the menu when you're in line waiting to order. I saw yesterday when I was shopping, I went to the electronics to buy a memory card, and there were quite a few customers standing around and only one person to service everyone. And after the employee had helped out a customer, he came up to me and I'm like, no, I think these people here have been waiting longer than me, and they're nodding. It's like, yeah, why don't you help them first? Help them first. I'm sure they're eager, they're looking impatient, and they've definitely been waiting longer than I have. Pretty efficient seating there, huh? I like take a number type of thing. Yeah, that's I always like those take a number. You can just go in, take a number, have a seat. There's some places that still do that. I've gone to restaurants where you get a number. Where am I going with all this canola? Well, the prices were going down, so... Well, it looks like they've stopped going down. Rainbow Ridge Stores. We're right there. That one. The green line up there. I don't know what the easiest way to get there is, but... Sunflowers are doing good. And then there's this... When I took my motorcycle driving test, this particular place, you had to get up in a line and talk to a person. So there's this long line. And it really confused people because there's this big digital sign up top reading out numbers. And it's like, okay, where do I get a number? It's like, okay, there's lineups here and there's numbers. How do I get a number? Oh, you have to line up and talk to a person to get a number. I'm like, how does this make any sense at all? So I gotta line up in a line, get a number. Once I've got my number, then I can go sit down and wait for my number to pop up. Or, I don't know what world you guys live in, but this makes no sense. My tractor needs a good washing. Getting a little dirty, huh? Yes, I would definitely move to another map, Dylan. I'm ready, but we have to find a good open American map. That doesn't necessarily have to be an American map, but I want a bigger, wider, open map, not such a small map, so we can have bigger equipment. Yesterday, your truck class, 92 feet trailer. Wow. 90 feet, 92 feet worth of trailer. Or not class. Remember, okay, we were talking yesterday about how long your trailers were, so 92 feet. Just the trailers. Yeah, mine are 60 feet, so yeah. Oakfield. Is that a more open map though? I like big fields. Farmer Joe likes a mix of bigger and smaller fields. I don't mind some small fields. Because the small fields you can have horse isn't cheap, and Oakfield has 2 farms, which would work out. Farmer Joe and I run 2 separate farms. $370 grand still owing. Getting that number a lot smaller with this canola field. We're doing a good job of paying that off. Thinking of buying a 3rd trailer. Would I buy a 3rd trailer, or would I just sell these and get a big rig and a big trailer? What am I talking about? Still need to buy baling technology, another field, bigger combine, and maybe keep these trailers and buy another, like a semi-trailer. Maybe. Oh, looks like she's done seeding this field. Yep. Headed to the next field. Ah, Dylan, no I didn't, because I haven't logged into Discord for a couple of weeks. I'll have to do that. I'll have to log into Discord. I wanted to use Discord a lot more, but it lags out this game while streaming, so it defeated the purpose. I think it's mainly due to my internet speed. It sucks. It is a lot better than we used to have. I've got basically 2 lines of copper running in now. Why press Alt Tab? Does that just open the Steam window? Hey Iron Thunder, how's it going? Cut a small 10 centimeter, or 40 centimeter pike. It's a foot and a third. That's a fairly decent. Dylan, why would I want to exit the game? I'm doing good. You missed my story about telling a lady to F off, so that made my day. Uh, it alt or alt tab would just go to my other window, right? It would just go to my desktop. I wasn't sure if it was Steam. Steam is maybe shift tab or something like that. But why am I doing that for you, Dylan? Actually, I'm gonna do that. I want to actually Iron Thunder. Dylan, Go Lucky. Maybe you guys can help me with this. I just hit the Windows button to go out of the game. What just happened? No, it's not. There it is. I spent 3 hours drawing this, so someone needs to help me come up with a good slogan, a good trucking slogan. So right over top over here it'll say, or maybe underneath it it'll say trucking with Juan and Jess, or call 9 Juan, he broke it again, or 8 Axel Juan. What's a good trucking slogan to go on there? I need to finish it. I need to have some kind of writing on it. And then I want to make a t-shirt. I love how messy I made it, right? The lines, just awesome. I had the idea driving home on Friday, and got home, started up the computer, and just started scribbling. 3 hours later, I had this. I'm like, perfect. That's what I wanted. Nice, messy, not painting within the lines. I liked it. I need a good slogan now. Good big rig slogan. What's your thought? Flat out like you're late for mass. I know if Kenworth was here, he would say, you're making it harder than it is. Now, I don't mind a slogan that makes fun of my name somehow, incorporates my name. Someone on Facebook said, where do you wanna go? Where do you wanna go? Humorous. You ran out of fertilizer. Or you don't want fertilizer. Right, because... That's why it would have cut out. When your fertilizer runs out, it cuts out. Road boss. The too tired trucker. But I'm never tired when I'm trucking, really. I don't want to be tired while driving. Seems pretty unsafe. Seems like you're riding a big weapon. And being tired riding a big weapon, not necessarily a good idea. Hey, yeah, in Australia, how many hours are you allowed to drive? Are there laws on how long you're allowed to drive? Oh, I'm going to quickly show you guys something. These videos will end up on YouTube, but I'm going to show you guys. Oh, they're not on here. Darn it. They're on the laptop. I'm going to start up the laptop. And once that's started up, probably started up already, I'm going to grab a flash stick and copy the files over. I've got some dash cam footage to show you guys. You like Road Boss? You like playing SimCity? I love playing SimCity. You can put audio on that. Audio on what? Not following the audio one. Put audio on. 3-hour drive, smoke break, 1 hour drive again. What? No audio in game? You guys can't hear the combine? The birds chirping? Oh, on the picture for the intro. Oh, the picture's for a t-shirt, but yes, actually I like that idea, Dylan, making an intro to my trucking videos. I like that idea. Because I used to do that for my quadding videos. I might not do it on all of them, but yeah, that might be an idea. Okay, so it's extremely okay, so you're saying in Australia you're only allowed to drive for 3 hours, and then you have to take 1 hour off, and then after you took that hour off, you can once again drive 3 hours, and you have to take another hour off. Wow. If I'm understanding right. Here, let's see if I can I adjust the volume? Maybe I've adjusted it in here. Let's see what, yeah, that's really low. Let's go 2 up to, well, let's do it 11 and see what that, if that makes a big enough difference. So if I'm understanding right, you're allowed to drive for 3 hours, then you have to take 1 hour off, and then you can drive another 3 hours. Seems like a very short drive. Wow. In the US, you can drive 8 hours, and you have to take half an hour off, and then you can continue driving. You only need a 1/2 hour break during your day. In the US, you're allowed to drive a total of 11 hours a day. Is there a limit on how many hours you're allowed to drive in a day? In Canada, I don't need to take any breaks. 0 breaks at all. I can just drive straight through for 13 hours. You're limited to 13 hours of drive time in a day. You have to stop every 240 kilometers to check your load, to make sure your load is still secured, but that takes 2 minutes and you can go again. And you have to stop at brake checks on top of hills to check your brakes. So the laws have changed. No limits on how many hours in a day? How many hours are you allowed in a week before resetting? I think in the US it's 60 hours in a week before you have to take 34 hours off. Here in Canada you can go 70 hours before you have to take 36 hours off. And in Canada we're going to be forced to run e-logs in a couple of years. In the US you already have to run e-logs. I'm on e-log because I switch back and forth Canada, US, across the border all the time. Cross the border over 30 times this year, so I guess that's not all the time. In the EU you have a taco card. What in the world is a taco card? Yeah, you got me on that. It's complicated. Very, very complicated. I made the Canadian and US seem pretty simple, but it's a lot more complicated than I made it. It is a lot more complicated. I have learned a lot about the Canadian laws playing with the ebook or e-log to try to make my day as efficient as possible so I can drive as many hours as possible without going over hours and without being tired. I want my 8 hours of sleep a night, period. But I want to also drive as much as possible in the drive time I have. So I've really learned some of the tricks, but there's a lot of very technical little tricks. It's like, okay, the law's written in this way. Okay, it's complicated. It's very complicated. If you've driven this many hours a day before, these rules apply. Speed as well. Yeah. Canada doesn't worry too much about speed, but the US does. They'll look at your logs and go, you went from over there to over here. How fast were you going to get from there to here in this short of a period of time? a lot of accidents, and people are abusing the truck industry. I agree. There, with paper logs, people do 2 books. They run 2 logbooks so that if DOT pulls you over, you can show 1 of logbooks and it looks like you're running legal. But I don't know that now the laws are tighter, and I'm allowed to work 14 hours. Only 13 hours of that can be driving in a day. Who in their right mind wants to drive more than that? Like I'm done driving after 13 hours. Why do you want to keep double books? I mean, you make more money if you run more hours, but you're dead tired. And because of people like that, they run double books. A couple of years ago here, a guy running double books, new driver, ran a stop sign and killed a whole busload of hockey players. That's why our laws are getting even stricter, that now they're making it mandatory to have e-logs coming up. Can't manipulate those, can't run 2 books. And they're going to add mandatory training, which is a great idea. They'll read the truck running hours, and oh, interesting. It is definitely an antiquated way of doing it, but that's interesting. A way of seeing if someone is over speeding. With e-logs, it takes care of all of that. Oh, and Jess mentioned too that the company I work for, our trucks are speed limited. The fastest my truck can do is 105. Kilometers. I said 105 kilometers. So that'd be 65 miles an hour. That's the fastest my truck can drive. The engine just cuts out after that. Doesn't add throttle after that. So there's no overspeeding. Unless the speed limits are lower, so you can still speed through towns where their speed limits are like 50 or 80. But, crop destruction again. But it helps less drivers to be speeding with a speed limiter in it. Or your truck doesn't have an ECU in it? Yeah, all our new trucks are even idle controlled. The truck won't even idle for more than 5 minutes. Which I'm not a fan for, because I'm not a guy that'll sit there and idle their truck. But what if my battery powered APU, that's for the bunk heat, cuts out and doesn't work, and I need to idle the engine to stay warm in the winter? I would like a way to override that idle so that I don't freeze to death. Maximum speed for trucks is 100 kilometers per hour. In Canada there is very few places where there's a separate speed limit for cars and trucks. Like on Coquihalla, big rigs are allowed to go 120 kilometers, which is insane. It's called the highway through hell for a reason. Jamie Davis is busy on that highway for a reason. If there's trucks going 120, and all of a sudden somebody in front of you stops, guess what? A fully loaded truck going 120 is not stopping. Okay, so where's a flash drive? I need a flash drive so I can copy files over from the laptop. Oh, this might be a flash drive. Okay, don't do that one. That one's got important stuff like recovery files on it. Windows recovery. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to grab the flash drive, go to the laptop. Okay, it's copying the files. Iron Thunder, you still here? Cool. I think you're going to enjoy these videos. 2 videos this last week of insane passes. Vehicles passing me, and I got them on dash cam. I'll put them out on YouTube as standalone videos eventually, but go lucky, I know how you feel. We're talking about moving out of the city here. The problem, the biggest problem is our internet would get worse. And I think a very important decision when we buy a house is going to be, what's the internet speed? Because I want decent internet. I want at least the speed of internet we have now. At least, hopefully. That would be part of the deciding factor. It wouldn't make or break a deal. If it was a really good deal, I wouldn't mind the worse internet, but just wait for my Starlink. Starlink is going to really focus on places where there is no internet. It's only going to service internet to people that they don't have better options. So for me right now, Starlink wouldn't really apply to me. I think Starlink is going to be pretty expensive internet, but you can get internet anywhere. could be in the biggest mountain and you would have internet there. But yeah, I feel Starlink's going to be pretty darn expensive. Cover about 3% of the population, which is still a lot of people. I know people are panicking about Starlink, how there's going to be all these satellites floating around. I'm like, there's already having a couple more satellites out there. He's going to add over what, over 120-ish satellites, something like that he's going to add. It's not going to make a difference to the skyline or to the star line. There's already satellites floating around all over. And because it's such a low Earth orbit, you're only going to see those satellites the first hour of sunset. For 3,000? Not for internet. But with all his Falcon launches, he's going to add a lot of satellites. But for the internet, the Starlink, it's not going to be that many. The truck is an old white Road Commander. Commander. That's the name brand of it, or what's the name brand of it? And how many horsepower? That's pretty cool, having that many satellites out there. But yeah, not all of those are for the internet, but yeah. Okay, so maybe, okay, cool. Cool. Okay, these videos should be downloaded by now, or saved onto the drive. Flash drive. Oh, white. White. The name brand is white. It's not a white truck. It's a name brand white. Got it. Got it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ba-bing, ba-bing, ba-bing. I don't think the flash drive's connecting properly. It's having a heart attack. Let's try a different, there we go. Apparently that slot is having issues. Okay. No, I want you to open it with something else. Other options. Huh. Well, let's see what happens with this. Can't pause. Sorry. Sorry? Holy... Wow, that is loud. Why is that so loud? Did I break your headphones again? Look at the car coming there. There's a big rig passing me, and there's a car right there. Like, are you completely insane? As I say in the video. Nice job. Nice job. There we go. There's his company name. Right there. Driving Force. You're insane. Driving Force up there as well on the trailer. There's a car right there. Like, what are you thinking? Okay, just watch out for... I'll try to pause here. Get the volume. Oh good, at least it's starting to low right away. Okay. Yeah, it's completely stupid big rig driver. Absolutely stupid. Okay, so we call this the roller coaster. Let's fast forward. So this is the first big dip of the roller coaster, and at the bottom of this hill I'm doing 100 kilometers per hour. Actually I was going a little bit over 100 kilometers per hour. And here comes a Cadillac passing me. Look at the speed the Cadillac's moving. I'm going over 100, which is 100's the speed limit. But check out that vehicle right there, number 4, right there, with the Cadillac passing me. Ooh, the red blue light just turned on. So awesome. Pull onto the shoulder.
Or who hath loosed the bands of the wild ass, whose house I have made the wilderness, and the barren land his dwellings. He scorneth the multitude of the city, neither regardeth he the crying of the driver. The range of the mountains.
Me laughing. Awesome. And then goes a little further down the road. There he is. You can see him just getting out of the car, walking around to the passenger side. I slowed right down. And the guy did not look impressed. The officer did not look impressed at all. So, that's what you get for passing me when I'm going over the speed limit already going down the hill, and he was going way faster than I was. So, yeah, that was funny. I found that quite enjoyable. I know it made my day. Oh, it looks like Iron Thunder, you were on that. Thanks. I don't know, put a huge smile on my face. First you had the big rig that was a complete, absolute, insane driver for passing me with oncoming vehicles. And then the second car, the Cadillac, came by me so fast. Like, I'm going over the speed limit. And I try to hit the bottom of the roller coaster at 100, but this time I had a heavier load and I miscalculated. I was going over the speed limit. And this guy came past me like I was stopped. He must have been doing 150, 160 is my guess. So, cop came around the corner at the right time. I thought it was pretty funny. Pretty funny. And it wasn't like he was just speeding to pass me. He was catching up with me so fast from far away. I know he wasn't having a good day, but I sure was. Once again, we had that conversation in the earlier. I enjoy having arguments with dumb people, and I wasn't having the argument with the dumb person there, but the cop was. Here in Canada, we don't use CB radios, at least not in the mountains, because CB has such a short range in the mountains. We use what we call VHF radios, and yes, we often talk to each other and go, "Hey, are there any cars ahead of you?" Even talking to 2 or 3 rigs in front of us going, "Hey, it's completely clear for the next mile," or whatever. Or we even go, "Hey, I've caught up with you, I'm a little quicker than you, could you give me a chance to pass you somewhere?" It's like, basically, use a little pull out and give me a little extra boost. Slow down the truck a bit if you can just let me pass, because I'll be quicker than you. And we communicate that way. VHF radio, you have to have a license to have it in the truck, and they're illegal to have in the US, so I have to always unplug my mic when going into the US. But in the US, VHF is used for first responders, firefighters, cops. I often leave it on, just with the mic unplugged, and you can hear the police talking in the background and stuff like that. In the US, they use CB radios. But unfortunately, everything is done with cell phones now. A lot of guys don't turn their radios on. I really keep my VHF radio on in the winter. That way you get the heads up of, hey, there's another rig spun out ahead of you. You know if there's something coming up. Proceeds to drive into the ditch. Yeah, no thanks. Not in the winter. I'm not driving onto any shoulder in the winter. Period. I learned my lesson. Rolling to my first truck there, I learned my lesson. Do not drive onto a shoulder in the winter. The shoulder may not exist. There may just be snow and you just going straight in the ditch. What's that? Yeah, I ended up in the ditch 2 winters in a row, but this last winter I was in the ditch. I guess for you guys in Australia it's winter right now, but for us it's summer. Last winter I ended up in, or last winter I ended up in the ditch, but no damage, no issues. Just had to get a tow truck to get me out. And then the winter before that I rolled the truck. So tow truck and fire patrol. They use CBs as well. I know tow trucks here all use CBs. We're always talking to tow trucks as well, going, "Hey, there's a truck broken down there and there. You might have a customer." Yeah, now that I've got a dash cam, I'm starting to capture footage like that of absolutely insane passes. So as I get them, I want to do a dash cam review. I'm just being lazy. I said I was going to do it a couple of weeks ago, but I'll do a dash cam review and put some of those videos in there. Seen some like black bears and stuff like that too. what say before thing? What did I say before? VHF? Are you asking about the VHF radio? Instead of CB, we use VHF. VHF is basically shortwave radio. No, it wouldn't be shortwave radio. No. It'd be a ham radio. Yeah. It would be ham radio. You need a ham radio license. So it'd be a ham radio VHF. I think that'd be a very good, same idea. You need a ham radio license to have a VHF radio. And the reason why we use VHF is because the signal travels a lot further in the mountains than CB radio. It's a much longer distance signal. I should get a CB radio in my truck as well when I run in the US. Be a good idea to run both CB and VHF. There's a thing, like a radar detector. Yep, those are illegal in a lot of places in Canada. Yeah, in Manitoba, the cop cars have radio detector radios. Radar detector radios. So if you have a radar detector, the police have a radar detector. So if you have a radar detector on, the police car will start binging in the car and he'll come after you to turn your radar detector off. Get a ticket for it. What's that? Yeah, counter radio detector. And of course you have to, most of the cops here run laser radars now, and no radar detectors in detecting that. I guess they do have new radar detectors, but laser detectors, they just turn it on and it's like you're caught. There's no advance warning. So radar detectors are kind of a dying thing over here because they'll just laser you and you're done. So the best idea is just not to speed in the first place. Which I tell ya is a hard thing to do when you're on a motorcycle. Because a motorcycle just wants to go. And of course the radios in the truck gets used a lot right before a scale. You always hear trucks going, "Hey, is the scale open? Anyone know if the scale's open?" "Yep, it's open." "Okay, I'm gonna park it." Basically, I'm overweight and can't go through the scale. Or else you'll have a ticket. If I was the scale guys, I'd be running that radio and listening to who's coming through. People see tow truck cops, fire people, see a lot of stuff happen on the road. Yeah, I used to be a firefighter. Done that. Did that for enough years to realize that was not something I was going to make a career out of. I'm not a big fan of seeing that many dead people. You're gonna get ice cream, not without me. You're gonna get me an ice cream too, right? Yeah, we did have really good ice cream yesterday. Tickleberries and OK Falls. So many different flavors. I only had 2 scoops, which is huge, by the way. 2 scoops is huge. Top scoop was, it's like a coffee espresso type of top, flaky espresso or something like that, and then the bottom layer was peanut butter binge, chocolate ice cream with peanut butter in it. Oh, just so good. Ah, your family's in the tow truck business? Tow truck drivers get to see a lot of gruesome stuff too. I had to quit the fire department. Well, we moved, but I decided not to join the fire department in the new place we moved to because I found that such a stressful job that I would get into fist fights. I'm one of the most peaceful people. No, I don't swear at people in the stores. And I would get into fist fights with people for no reason, just because they said something. I definitely couldn't handle the dead people. Do I drink coffee? Absolutely not. Love the smell of coffee, love the taste of coffee. Do not drink coffee. Yeah, tow truck driving, firefighter, cop, they're all very dangerous jobs. And very, very stressful jobs on the emotions. I didn't even look at the price before delivering here. Just watch. Okay, good. Went to the right place. $330,000 left. We'll make a loan before we pay that off. Baseball bat? Why baseball bat? Because I don't drink coffee? I'll eat coffee flavored ice cream, coffee flavored chocolate, coffee flavored cake. I just don't drink coffee. Sorry, VRF or Iron Thunder. I am not following. I'm missing a message maybe. And holy smokes, that's been an hour already. With the tow trucking. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't crash. Well, hey, Iron Thunder, I think I got an idea what you're heading at, but I'm not 100% sure, but it's all good. I don't want to get off. If I get off, I have to go work. If I go work, it means we're going to have some extra time in Drumheller. The goal is to go leave for work a little earlier, that way tomorrow we'll have a little bit of spare time to visit Drumheller. You won't let me get it. No! No! You have to stop nope, ice cream, put the ice cream away. Put the ice cream down. Do not touch the ice cream. What flavor of ice cream? Ah, fruit. You answered before I even got to ask the question. You get another one. You're gonna mail it to me, right? Okay. Thank you guys for watching. It was fun again. It was lots of fun. Just take a spoon. Okay, I'll go get my spoon ready. It might be growing by the time it gets here in the mail. Imagine sending ice cream in the mail, throw it in the mailbox. See what the mailman does. Just melted goop everywhere. But yes, I have to go. I gotta go. Gotta go. I should go. I have to go. I don't have to go. I'm choosing to go. I'm gonna start trucking. We're gonna try to get through the mountains today. We're gonna drive north on Highway 97, so leave Penticton, head north, right to Highway 1, and try to get over the mountains and sleep on the other side of the mountains. And then tomorrow we'll be in the prairies again. Back in the prairies. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully that'll be next week Saturday. I'll be live streaming Saturday. If you guys like trucking videos, pay attention to my trucking videos. Having said that, if you don't know my trucking videos, just because I'm saying I'm headed to the prairies tomorrow or on Tuesday, no, tomorrow, today's Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be in the prairies. Doesn't mean there will be video of me in the prairies tomorrow. All my videos are delayed by 2 weeks. So, should I go or should I really go? Yes, Iron Thunder, I should really go. So, let's go here. Okay, let's not go there. The game is going to decide to do this instead. Let's just quit. I'm quitting. Okay. So on the 8th of July, you won't watch until the 13th. Oh no, wait, hang on. You're talking about something completely different. Okay, hang on. So you're going to shooters camp. So it's like a target practice. Okay, that is pretty. So that's kind of like boot camp. So tomorrow's video is down here. Oh, look! That's awesome! So tomorrow's video, or the video that will come out tonight, I almost hit a car. So that's the video that comes out tomorrow. So pay attention to that one. That's tomorrow. So is that one. That's Bo. Kind of funny. And then tomorrow as well is big rig burns and snow. So you get 3 videos coming tomorrow. I almost hit a car. We see a bull, see a big rig burned, and snow. Yeah, snow in June. Yep. And then the day after tomorrow, you know, these videos come. So, oh look, another close call. Oh no, that's okay. That's the unlisted one. The close call is trucker almost hits car. So that close call video will be in here. It's hot at your place. It's not hot here. It's like plus 20 Celsius. So and then these are out already. And then a week from now, this video will be released. So lots of rain coming in 2 weeks. So all my videos get posted 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before, or 2 weeks after I record them. The reason for that is I'm often gone 2 weeks in a row. Not often, but I am sometimes gone 2 weeks in a row, and I don't have internet access to upload them. This way there's 2 weeks of videos. That way this videos still come out on a regular basis, right? Does that make sense? Did I make that clear as mud? Clear as mud, right? 26 degrees. Yeah, that's getting pretty hot. And Iron Thunder is 32. That's getting very hot. 32. Anything above 30 Celsius starts getting really uncomfortable, especially if it's humid. So uncomfortable. Yeah, I got it. So if you got it, everybody else gets it. Got it. That's awesome. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Saturday, hopefully. Hopefully I get home for the weekend. I get home most weekends, but hopefully I get home for the weekend. So hopefully we see you next week Saturday. If not, Sunday or the week after that. I try to be online as often as I can. But didn't I say I have to go? I have to go. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. See you guys. Thank you. You guys rock.